Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Life is full of regret. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done that.
Wow.
I definitely shouldn't have done that. That's going to leave a mark. You know, we all have them. And Kayla, who is on the phone today to do a second date update, has a regret. We'll get into that in just a second. But first, Kayla, how are you?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for doing a second date update with us today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the guy that you want to call today?
His name's Johnny, and I met him online. I don't have a ton of free time, so I've been trying online dating because that just seems like, you know, the best way to meet people.
That's the easiest way to meet the creepiest people possible without actually having to go talk to them in a public place. For sure.
Well, it's like you can kind of weed out some people, but, you know.
And was this one of the first online dates you went on?
I mean, I've been on like 2 or 3 over the course of the time I've been on this site because I just don't have that much free time. So when I met this guy, Johnny, I was like, he seemed like a really nice guy, and I was excited because I actually had a time that could work for both of us.
What did you guys do when you went out?
We just went out for drinks after one of my work days. You know, I feel like weeknights are good because then you don't have that much pressure. You know, I have something to do the next day. So in case it, like, doesn't go well, I can get out of there.
And what was your first impression of him?
He was really cute, and he has this really great smile, and he went and talked to the host for us to get us some seats, and I noticed as he was walking away that he also has a really cute butt, so that was nice.
That always helps.
Yep, totally.
And so you liked him. Everything was cool on your date?
Yeah, you know, he seemed really nice. The conversation was like, okay, it was like not horrible, you know, but it was like a little bit slow. I figured
That's a rave review. Not horrible. Like when I go to a restaurant, I love to get not horrible food.
I know. I feel like we just didn't have like an instant, you know, like click, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We were both like nervous and we'd never met each other before, and so it was fine, you know, he was totally nice. It just wasn't like instant like spark connection.
Okay. And that brings us to your regret. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're regretting?
Okay. So we've been talking for like a little bit, probably like 15 minutes. And then he noticed that I had a crossword puzzle in my bag, because I do crossword puzzles on my commute, and it's just like, you know, a fun way to sort of clear my head. But what was weird about it is that he noticed it and he mentioned it, and he was like, oh, huh, you must be really smart.
Because you do crossword puzzles?
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't know you had to be super intelligent to do crossword puzzles.
You could actually be an idiot and not get one question right on the crossword puzzle. For all he knows.
I think he just assumed that. Who knows? And I wasn't like really sure how to take it. I thought like, oh, no, maybe he's joking, you know? But then he's like, well, I'm not really into like reading.
What?
Yeah. I know. I totally kind of thought the same thing.
He realizes that a crossword puzzle isn't a book, right?
I would hope so, but then I was like, oh, like, you know, like to read books or anything, and he was like, no, I'm just like to relax and, you know, not challenge my brain in my off time. And I was like, huh.
I don't like to think unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, but then this is like the weirdest part. He was like, I don't even like to vote. And he said it was because voting is too complicated and he has to like read all of the directions.
So he just doesn't like to use his brain at all. And by the way, it's a good thing he doesn't vote. I'm all for people who are uninformed not voting.
And he's not saying like he's not informed on the issues or he doesn't know much about the candidates. He doesn't vote because he can't follow the instructions of it.
Is that not just so bizarre? It kind of blew my mind.
That's weird.
I was like totally over him, and I left and whatever.
So why do you want to call this guy back? He sounds like an idiot, honestly.
I know, you guys, like, I've had friends in the past tell me they think, like, maybe I'm a little too judgmental when I first meet people. And, you know, like 3 weeks went by, and I was like, well, he was nice, and he didn't say anything, like, offensive. He just didn't really say much at all. So I was like, well, maybe he was nervous, and he just made, like, a mistake. And so I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe I should give him another chance.
You actually blew him off, and now you want to do a second date update to call him and ask him out again.
That's never happened.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be more open.
So after your date, did he try to contact you and ask you out again and you just ignored him, or have you guys not spoken at all?
Well, he actually texted me like a couple days later, and I just sort of ignored the text. I just didn't really know what to say. And so I feel bad about that, too, because there's, like, no reason that I should just, like, pretend he doesn't exist, you know?
I'm so confused why you feel bad. Like, you called the conversation not terrible, and then you feel bad that you rejected a guy who says that he doesn't vote because he can't follow the instructions.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of a snap judgment on my part. I feel bad, and I'm like, a second date wouldn't be horrible. I've gone out with some other, like, real jerks since him, and, like, you know, what's the worst thing that could happen? He's a totally nice guy, and, like, maybe he really just has a really great sense of humor, and he was just kind of, like, testing me, you know?
So basically, after going out on a few dates, your standards have been lowered, and now you want to ask him out again.
I mean, hopefully not, but a second date would help me figure that out, right?
So after you blew him off,
Oh my
when you
gosh,
guys went
no.
out and he texted you and you just ignored him, have you tried to ask him out again since then, or is this going to be the first time that he's hearing your name since you guys went out?
I did text him, like, a couple days ago, but now he seems to be ignoring my text. So
The tables have turned.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back,
Oh my God.
call him and get your second date update, all right?
okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
My only hope for today's second date update is that the guy, when we call him, he's actually able to figure out how to answer a phone.
It's
Because he
questionable.
sounds like one of the dumbest people on the planet. And for some reason, Kayla really wants to call this guy to go out on a second date with him. If you're just tuning in, Kayla is on the phone. She told us about a date that she recently went on with a guy named Johnny. They hung out for a while. The reason that I'm making fun of Johnny is because he saw that she had a crossword puzzle in her bag, and he's like, I don't do crossword puzzles. Those are for smart people. And then he also said that he doesn't vote because he can't figure out the instructions on how to vote. Not necessarily I'm not up on the issues. I just can't figure out how it works.
Yeah.
And after that date, she blew him off because of that.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And because she's gone out on a couple of other dates with people who are even worse than that, now she wants to get this guy on the phone and ask if he'll go out with her again. Kayla, I'm about ready to dial his phone number. Any last words?
Wow, you really paint a picture of me being, like, the most desperate person in the world.
I didn't really have to do much painting, Kayla. You kind of did it for yourself.
And to make you feel better, it's just more of a sad testament to the state of online dating, I think, than anything else.
Maybe I just described it worse than it actually was. He was a nice dude. He was cute. I want to see him again.
Okay, I'm going to dial this phone number right now and get him on the phone. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Johnny, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Johnny, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, what's up, man? How are you?
Wait, really? I'm good.
So you listen to the show?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Awesome.
listen to it every morning.
Sweet. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Then you've probably heard the second date update before.
Is that why you're calling me?
Yes, that is exactly why I'm calling you, Johnny.
Okay. Okay, I know how this works. I know you have someone on the other line, and just tell Leslie that I never want to see her again and that she's a
Whoa!
Well, that's interesting.
I can tell her that. Sure, Johnny. Hello? Oh, Johnny's gone.
Did he hang up?
That Leslie girl sounds terrible.
Who is Leslie?
I don't know. Kayla, is there a Leslie that you didn't tell us about?
What?
Do you know who Leslie is?
I have no clue who Leslie is.
It has to be some other girl that he's doing online dating with, or
Something.
Yeah.
But, like, who would even say that?
I have no idea. So he didn't bring up a Leslie on your date or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get him back on the phone then, and let him know that Leslie's not trying to get a hold of him. Kayla is. All right. Okay. Hang on.
Look, I told you before, I don't want to do this, okay?
Johnny,
I really
Johnny,
don't want to talk to you.
Johnny, I'm not calling on behalf of somebody named Leslie.
No, Jubal, I know that this is what you do. Like, I know this is like a thing that you guys do, and I just don't want to, I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm not, Johnny, I promise I'm not messing with you. There's somebody other than Leslie that wanted to do a second date update.
Yeah, we don't know who that is.
We don't even know who Leslie is at all. She sounds terrible, though.
I don't believe you guys. Like, I don't, like...
Well, that
Okay,
was-
Johnny, how about
Part of the
this?
show, like-
Okay, Johnny, hang on. Don't hang up yet. I'm calling because the girl named Kayla wanted to get a hold of you. Nobody named Leslie at all.
Kayla?
Yeah, do you remember going out on a date with somebody named Kayla?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It was about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that?
Yeah. That's what this is about? This is from Kayla?
Yes, this is about somebody named Kayla, not somebody named Leslie.
God. Is she listening to this?
Kayla? No, Kayla is gone. Because, dude, I mean, we called for a second date update. She wanted to go out with you again, and then she heard you call somebody named Leslie a bitch. And she hung up
my
and isn't
God.
interested in doing the second date update anymore, but I want to know who Leslie is now.
Me too.
right?
Is it like some stalker you have or something?
Really, like, honestly, you really don't. Like, it's a long story, and it was not a good time.
Did Leslie happen before the Kayla date or after the Kayla date?
It was after Kayla. Like, honestly, I just want to forget about the whole thing. It was really shitty, and like, I just want to move past it. You know?
You don't have to tell me, but maybe if you do tell me, then I could explain to Kayla about the situation with Leslie and help her understand that so that maybe she wants to go out with you again.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could tell you guys, but like, I don't want you to go and tell Kayla because it's like a really weird story, and like, I don't want her to know that.
I won't.
I don't know.
I won't tell her specifics about this Leslie girl.
And she's
Okay.
got to be understanding. I mean, she said that she's gone on some pretty horrible dates from the same site you guys met on, too.
Yeah. Okay. We at this bar. We drank way too much. We wound up hooking up in a Wendy's bathroom, and then she bit me. Okay.
Wait, she
She
bit
bit
you
you?
when you're in the Wendy's bathroom?
She bit me. I got stitches for it, and that's.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay?
Where did she bite you?
You don't need to know.
Oh,
And
please
so she
don't
bit you
tell
so
me.
bad that you had to get stitches.
Yeah. So you see why I don't want to talk to her, right?
I guess, yeah.
Seems like you could have seen that one coming if you're hooking up with a girl in a Wendy's bathroom.
Yeah. She's crazy, and now she keeps calling me and texting me. She like won't leave me alone now. So that's what happened. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it definitely does.
That's
So I
interesting.
won't give Kayla all those details.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I won't give them to her because you actually just did. Kayla is still on the phone listening.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So awkward.
Dude, you told me she wasn't on the phone.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. You did. You lied.
Oh my.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah.
What the hell? Is he serious? Are you serious
Yeah.
with this story? Are you serious? Are you saying that
Yes.
this like actually happened?
Yeah, that actually happened. And like, it does suck. Like, I had to get stitches because of this girl. So
Do you like want me to feel sorry for you? I thought you were a nice guy.
I am a nice guy. I didn't bite her. She bit me.
I don't think that's what Kayla means, Johnny. I think Kayla means more like hooking up in a fast food restaurant bathroom
it's
with
so
someone that you
gross.
just met and everything.
That was not my decision. If you think that I was in charge of that choice, then you are sadly mistaken.
It wasn't
So
your
she
choice.
forced you?
What are you talking about, Johnny?
Oh my God. Take responsibility.
I do not want to go into it. It was a bad night. Like, I would love to move past that.
It's definitely
right.
alcohol's fault, I'm sure.
How about you move past it by going on a second date with Kayla? Johnny, would you like to go out with Kayla again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yes, I would.
Oh.
That would be great. She's the most sane person that I've been out with in a long time. And yes, I would love to go on a
Awesome.
second date.
Kayla, congratulations. A successful second date update for you.
No way. I am not going out with this guy again.
You're changing your story. You're
God.
changing your tune now. Before, you were saying like you thought he was sweet and you'd want to go out with him
Seriously,
again.
you guys, seriously, no way. No way. Like, really? Now that I know that he got bit in a fast food bathroom? No way.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
Listen, like I'm not saying that it's ever happened to you before, but it's probably happened to a lot of people. Like that was not my
Johnny,
fault. I don't know how many other people she's bitten in bathrooms, but like
You're the only person I know that has that story, Johnny.
The bathroom biter.
I mean, I was truly the victim there, so
Okay.
not my fault.
So, Kayla, there's no chance on you giving Johnny another shot now.
No way.
Kayla, I really liked you, and you were really cool, and you were like kind of one in a million, and I would like to go on a second date with you, if you're up for that.
That's romance.
That is.
No, definitely not. I don't go out with guys who get bit in fast food restrooms. No way.
Wow, you do have high standards, Kayla. Yeah. You're never going to find love this way, ever.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello, it's Laser Stories.
It is the radio segment that just joined a CrossFit gym and won't stop telling you about it. Laser Stories. The segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like every other radio show does, except we have a laser and those other idiots don't. This first laser story is out of Elk Grove, California. A guy named Derek Deanda was in his car last month when he saw a van swerve off the road and roll over.
That'd be so scary.
He immediately stopped to help, and it's a good thing he did because a guy and 3 of his kids were trapped inside.
He's a hero. That's amazing.
Derek broke a window and helped pull them out to safety before the paramedics showed up.
That's awesome.
And now, a few weeks later, Derek got his reward. A $143 bill from the city.
What?
A bill?
Yep.
For what? For helping?
It turns out that when Derek broke the window on the van, he got a small cut on his hand. One of the paramedics had to take a quick look at it, so boom, $143.
Shut up.
Derek says that he's shocked that they charged him for helping save the family and says, quote, I mean, why would I want to stop and help somebody if I'm just going to get a bill for it?
Yeah, the Good Samaritan tax. Awesome.
In the end, the city and the family thanked Derek for his bravery, but at no time did either party offer to pay the bill for him.
Oh my God, I would totally.
So right now,
pay his bill.
Derek still owes $143.
Dude, get a GoFundMe, man. This guy, that's terrible.
This next laser story is out of Manchester, England. A 25-year-old woman named Jessica O'Brien was uploading some pictures of her couch via Facebook yesterday to see if anybody wanted to buy it. And somehow, she accidentally uploaded another photo from her phone, one that showed her bare breasts.
Someone's really trying to make that sale.
The picture got deleted after somebody emailed her about it, but really, nothing is ever actually deleted from the internet. So it went viral. Jessica says, quote, that she's really embarrassed about it. But then again, it's making her couch go viral, so it's not all bad.
Yeah, and she's suddenly getting triple what she asked for the couch.
And you know, people were loving it. It's like, it looks like those nice
It
cushions.
does look
over
comfy.
there.
I could take a nap on that.
A couple pillows.
She was asking for $590 for the couch, but so far she's received offers of up to $1,000.
Yeah.
No word on if it's sold yet.
Dude, there's so many pervs. She's not going to let you motorboat them, guys.
Yeah.
This next laser story is out of Leeds, England. 35-year-old Morgan Pinchley was about to head to work last week when he was suspicious because he saw a device strapped to the bottom of his car. So he called the cops because he thought it might be a bomb.
You walk outside and suddenly there's a device strapped to the bottom of your car. All of a sudden, all your paranoia for years comes to real life.
He's a military veteran, so he and the cops both agreed it was possible that terrorists might target him.
Whoa.
The bomb squad rushed to his house and started making plans to evacuate all the schools and houses nearby.
Okay.
But right before they could start getting people out, they figured out what was really going on. It turns out Morgan had a GPS tracker attached to his car that his wife had secretly put on his car to monitor him.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a relationship discussion later.
The cops didn't say why she wanted to track him, and as far as we know, no charges have been filed. But what an awesome way to know that your wife doesn't trust you and is trying to figure out where you're going. The whole city's about to be shut down for a bomb scare because of it. This next laser story is out of Russia. Security cameras at a Russian prison recorded a rather odd occurrence the other day. A suspect nicknamed Snake Man was seen escaping a jail cell by squeezing his body through a tiny food delivery window.
What?
You know those tiny little food delivery windows?
Yeah.
Authorities say the shirtless Snake Man actually loses his underwear in the video while squeezing through the extremely small space.
Oh my God.
And then once he went through, Snake Man got up and dressed himself in the hallway before fleeing.
He missed his calling. He could have been like a YouTube star or something.
A contortionist.
Yeah.
When video of the recent event was posted by a local website, social media over in Russia went crazy. Now, there are many websites and even online t-shirt stores dedicated to Snake Man and his newfound freedom.
Hey!
Their hashtag is, "Where is Snake Man?"
Oh, he's still on the loose. He's still on the lam, huh?
Yep, as of this time, Snake Man has not been recaptured by police.
What?
But there are many government agencies that are out looking for him.
Yeah, he's crawling in and out of cat doors all over the city.
This next legend story is out of Clearwater, Florida. The cops were chasing a 35-year-old guy named Stephen Lewis the other day, and he was doing some crazy driving to try to avoid them. Eventually, he hit a concrete guardrail and had to bail out of his car.
Yeah, saw that one coming.
Then he took off running. And that's when he got into a major crash because he ran straight into a tree and knocked himself out.
Kapooyah! Kapooyah!
Sounds like a cartoon.
Yeah, it does. Please didn't
I
hurt
mean-
anybody.
You survived crashing your car into a cement barrier, but you can't avoid the tree on foot?
The cops found him lying there at the bottom of the tree and took him to the hospital.
Were there stars dancing over his head?
Authorities say it took them a second to figure out what happened, but once they did, it was one of the easier arrests they've ever made. Now Steven is facing several charges, and I'm assuming hates trees.
Yeah.
This next laser story is out of Pour Me Another headquarters. You guys know where that is.
Yeah.
According to researchers, most men share a terrible secret. They love Mai Tais.
What about Cosmos? Are they into those too?
Love them. They love Mai Tais, apple teenies, mudslides, strawberry margaritas, pina coladas, really anything colorful
It is
with an
true.
umbrella.
I've been a server forever, and I had so many guys be like, dude, will you just put it on the rocks for me?
Oh,
Like,
Put
yeah.
it on the rock. Don't put the umbrella
yeah,
in it, please.
just don't put it in the glass. Just give me the lemon drop.
I don't know how many times I've been out to dinner with my girlfriend, and she'll order like a Jack and Coke. And I'll order like, do they have a Manhattan or something like that? And then they always bring it out and put my drink in front of hers. And I'm like you slide that one over here.
one's for
Yeah,
me.
that's for me. Okay. With the umbrella and the curly straw, I'll take that. The interesting thing, though, is will those guys order those drinks that they love? A new survey found 74% of guys say they secretly love fruity and flavored alcoholic drinks.
Why do they have to secretly love it? I don't know why fruit suddenly became a woman's
No,
thing.
we're manly, bro.
They
Yeah,
say-
but like,
Whiskey.
yeah, but you eat bananas. Like, what's the difference?
They say 2/3 of them won't order them in public because they're afraid people will make fun of them for ordering their girly drink. The survey also found 41% think the drinks they order are a sign of their masculinity.
So when they order whiskey on the rocks, you guys really just want to plug your nose and drink it as fast as you can
we're
because
all
it
making-
tastes icky.
Yeah, but you look like a man. On the bright side, they say that insecurity almost completely vanishes once you get older.
And once you get drunker and give up.
Only 7% of men in their 50s or 60s say they care what people think about what they drink as they get older.
Yeah.
They're like, screw it. I've been around for 60 years. I'm going to drink a mango teeny and I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you stupid kids aren't going to make fun of me for
I
it.
want extra fruit on the
Yeah.
glass.
I'm going to sit here all day long and get girl drink drunk. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Now, give me a white wine to follow that up.
Put some spritzer in this, please. I know what this guy likes. He just likes his shoe. That's the sound of a turtle humping a shoe. Which means that Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time on Friday. All right, Brooke going for 16 wins in a row today. And you're going to be playing Tara in Seattle. What's up, Tara?
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
You know, I'm okay. I ate a
gosh.
burger last night, and my stomach is just really
Ooh, I
bugging
thought
me
you were
today.
really staying away from food like that, Jubal.
That's probably why
It
your
was a cheat
stomach's
day
upset.
yesterday. It was a cheat day, wasn't it?
No, it's been like a cheat month, and it's just
Oh,
not
man.
good for me. I can't eat anything without my stomach just hurting, Tara. So thank you for asking. I hope that was your answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Glad we got to know about your digestive system, Jubal. That was
exactly.
right.
Yeah,
I'm leaving the studio now. Feeling smarter already. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, it should be. All right, we're sending Brooke out of the studio. Tara, the game is played like this. You have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and you have to beat Brooke outright to win, okay?
Got it.
All right, door is closed, and your time starts now. The correct term for a female dude is not dudette. What is it?
Female dude. Duke.
Superman's alter ego, Clark Kent, has what profession?
He's a newspaper reporter.
For the first time in decades, Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's were outsold by what ice cream brand?
Oh, Cold Stone.
Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather are the three fairies in what Disney movie?
Cinderella.
Okay, got that in on time. We'll bring Brooke back into the studio. So, Tara, what do you do for a living?
I actually drive, but I'm just kind of sitting right now.
Okay. You're not currently driving. What do you drive? You drive a truck? You drive
I drive a truck. I deliver, but elevators are down, so I'm just hanging out.
Oh. Wait, the elevators are down, so you can't get the stuff you have to deliver?
Correct.
Okay. What do you deliver?
Packages.
What kind of packages, though?
Oh, God.
I'm downtown. I deliver documents.
All right. Likely story. Cool. I won't ask any more questions.
Are we talking to a secret
Understand.
spy or something? Or what's going on?
Jubal's investigating.
Or a drug mule. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't figured it out.
We have a lot of those that call in to play trivia games on this show.
We do.
Between
We are number one with drug mules across the nation, actually. Yeah, that's our biggest demographic.
DMs is what we call them.
Yep. Brooke's got her headphones on. You ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, your time starts now. The correct term for a female dude is not dudette. What is it?
Dudess.
Superman's alter ego, Clark Kent, has what profession?
Newspaper.
For the first time in decades, Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's were outsold by what ice cream brand?
Halo.
Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather are the three fairies in what Disney movie?
Man, Pocahontas.
Okay.
Oh, no,
got
no.
that.
Can I redo it?
Nope.
Nope, I think you said it. All right, let's send it on over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with Jose.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Bolaños.
God, I love that guy. Tara, sorry, you got one correct today.
Oh, dang it.
I know. Brooke, same amount of questions, 2 correct.
Oh, barely.
Ow.
Close game.
Brooke gets her 16th win in a row. Tara, I'm sorry you did not get the money, but it sounds like you don't
That's
need
all
it
right.
because you're probably going to make about, what, $17.5 per kilo? What is it going
You know
at?
it.
I don't know.
You know it.
All right, let's go over the answers. The correct term for female dude is not dudette, it's dudine.
That is
Dudine.
stupid.
Yeah. Superman's alter ego, Clark Kent, has what profession? He's a newspaper writer, journalist, reporter. For the first time in decades, Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's were outsold by what ice cream brand? Halo Top.
Yeah.
I hear good things about them.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet either.
Looks good, though.
It's supposed to be good for your waistline.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it
really good.
advertised itself as
It
a
is?
healthy food.
It's
Each
awesome.
pint is between 240 and 360 calories.
Oh, man, so you could eat the whole pint.
Wow.
The whole thing. The whole
You could
thing.
eat
What's your
5
favorite?
of them.
What's your favorite flavor, Tara?
The coffee one. They have a coffee one.
Ooh.
Oh, I heard peanut
Yeah.
butter and chocolate's really
Okay.
This sounds like a commercial for Halo Top, and I promise it's not.
good. We're not sponsored by them at all, everyone.
Halo Top. You know, I've never heard of that, Brooke. Have you? Yes, I have. And it's a healthy one. And my favorite
Yeah,
is
what
coffee.
is your favorite? Oh, there's tons of good flavors.
Yeah.
You gotta
Gee,
try
it seems
'em
like
all.
everybody has a favorite Halo Top flavor.
Hey, dude, if they're beating Ben and Jerry's, they're not paying for advertising. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather are the three fairies in Sleeping Beauty.
Oh.
I was thinking chips. But, okay.
Tara,
Oh, fairies?
I don't know.
You didn't win the money, but guess what? Just for playing today, you got a room with a brew package at Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, which includes a free night stay at their hotel, a brewery tasting, and a $20 casino fun book.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Julia, guess what? That's Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, just north Seattle, off I-5, exit 210.
Okay.
All right.
Well, she's excited.
Yep. All right, we'll play One Brooks Box same time tomorrow.
Move it 92.5.
Hey, girl. What's up with you?
Wait a minute. Is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on. Just call me back.
It's a new segment we do here, Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's called The Loser Line. Look forward to it every Monday morning at 7:10 and 9:10. If you haven't heard it before, here's how it works. Let's say a guy or girl approaches you for a date, and you don't feel like saying, no thanks, you're weird, because it's kind of awkward. Just give them the loser line, and then hopefully that person calls it, leaves us an awkward message, and we can play it for you every Monday morning. Messages like this one.
First unheard message.
Hi, I know you gave me your number. We exchanged numbers. But is there any way you could toss mine out? I'm being honest. I'm really not that into you, so you'll find someone if you're just not my type. But thanks anyhow. Bye.
Next
So
message.
she actually took the time to call him and tell him that, actually, you know what? I asked for your number and everything else, but yeah, not interested.
Wait, so this is the craziest thing. So these people exchanged numbers and they both didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Why did you even do that?
I know.
They were drunk.
They just felt like they
No.
had to,
Sure,
I guess.
I'll give you my number.
Yeah.
It would have been great if it had been a double loser line. You know,
They both call and leave messages on the
Yes.
loser line. I'm not into you. I'm not into you. Remember, you want the number for the loser line. All you have to do is text the word loser to 78592 right now. You'll get that phone number that you can give to people who hit on you that you don't want to be hitting on you. And hopefully we can get messages like this one.
Next message.
Hey, what's going on? It's me. Listen, I don't know who the you think you are, but it's hard enough out there in the world to try and meet somebody special, and then when you get a number from someone and you don't even bother to call back, why not call me back? Send me a text. Did you fall in love with someone else? Are you actually married? Did you lie about that? That's why guys go berserk. You.
Next message.
Wow.
I always hear how dudes will freak out, like if they're calling a girl and texting and stuff, and and I hear from like girls, friends that are girls, they'll be like, "Oh my God, this guy just won't leave me alone. He's going he's mad at me for him." I've never believed it until with the loser line with that guy right there.
can we keep that on file as perhaps possible evidence in a future case? Or
I don't know if you fell in love already or what.
This is why guys go berserk.
I know I just met you last night, but this is ridiculous. Here's another message from the loser line.
Next message.
Yeah, this. You left a note on my car where you damaged my car, my truck. Please call me back and done.
Next message.
That sucks.
That is not what
Somebody
the loser line is for.
actually hit a guy's car and then left the loser line
That
on there.
is messed up.
It's like, thank you so much, man. And people always say that, at least they left a note, because they could just go away. It's like,
Right.
this guy's an angel. He's probably all excited someone left a note.
Hopefully this guy's listening right now like, oh, man.
Dang it. Oh.
But hey, at least you got to star in an episode of The Loser Line, which is
Small
a
consolation.
big deal. Not a lot of people get that. Our producer Boyd listened to the messages every Monday morning before he decides which one we're going to air. He said today that one guy called 3 times.
Oh my God.
And it's pretty ridiculous. Here is the first part of that guy's message.
Next message.
Hi, kitten. Give me a call, please. I'd really like to know if you're going to be able to make it this weekend. I got 24 guys for you. I'm going to send you the list soon. 218, but do not call after 7 o'clock. 6 to 7. Okay, after 7 for sure. All right. Or if you can get online and talk to me, that would be great. All right, bye.
Next message.
I don't know what he's trying to set up. Well, I think I actually do.
Do you?
Maybe know what he's trying to set up.
She's a hairstylist, and she's going to cut 24 guys'
And there's
hair.
24 guys that are going to line up and get their hair cut.
Yes.
I know where did she even meet this
I didn't
guy?
say where the hair was, but yes.
Here's
my
the
God.
second message that he left.
Next message.
Hi. Hello, kitten. Are you okay? If you need me to cancel, that's fine. Just let me know. I mean, we're going to have some disappointed guys. You might have seen my email, but if this is what you need some time, I'll work with you. But just, Could you possibly meet me by yourself, not necessarily as a gangbang? Look, I'm concerned mainly for you, and I want you to be happy. Okay? Call me back before 7 tonight. Thanks.
Why do I picture this guy with like a bad silk Hawaiian shirt on, buttoned down to his chest, big gold chain, lots of big, huge mustache.
The sad part is he's probably married, too, since he's like, don't call after 6.
Hey, he's probably doing very well, money-wise.
He has 24 guys on the line. He's doing fine.
And how do you even ask your friends 24 guys like that? Just like, hey, never mind.
It's an awkward email chain that you guys keep going.
Have you ever seen the internet, Jose? Just check it out for a day and you'll find out.
It's actually just a Facebook group invite.
No wonder she gave him the loser line number, though. I picture him just hitting her in the bar, just, hey, how'd you like to make $5,000 real quick?
Gross.
Tempting.
Here's the third message from him.
Next message.
Hi, please call me in the morning. I'd like to know what's going on, please. One way or the other, okay? I've sent you emails, instant messages. I worked very hard on rounding up these guys for you, and I think at least I deserve an explanation. Okay, call me up or leave me a message on Yahoo. Bye.
End of messages.
Very rude. I agree. Very rude. Just let the guy know.
Yeah,
you know?
just disrespectful of people's time, right? Is that what
next
you're
Saturday at some warehouse in Burien, there's going to be 24 dudes standing around checking their watches like, hey, are we going to get this thing going, Chet, or what? Like, all right, fine. It's not no-show, huh? Another no-show? I'm never working for you again. Until the next one. Remember, do the loser line regularly on Mondays, 7:10 and 9:10. Your phone tap is next.
60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. But before we get into that, you know, one of the best feelings in the world right now is when you post something on your social media page and you come back a few hours later and you find out that you got a ton of likes.
Oh, yeah. So popular. God, it's so clever, too.
Every single like that you get is like a virtual hug that your parents didn't give you as a child. And the more you get, the better.
Yeah.
Now, you might be able to get a few likes if you post a selfie at home while watching TV on a Saturday night, or a mirror selfie in the bathroom, or a selfie in your car. But if those are the only photos that you post, then likes are probably going to dry up pretty quickly.
Yeah. You got to have variety, man. That's part of it.
You got to entertain the people.
Uh-huh.
It turns out the best way to get more responses on your photos is if you go to new places and show yourself doing new things. And recently, a study out of the University of Georgia found that 86% of people say they're only motivated to go new places to get a, quote, social return.
86% of people.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
they're
gosh.
only going on vacation because of Instagram.
I believe
Yeah.
it. Seriously.
The
I mean,
only reason I leave the house is so that I can get a couple likes.
well, and I've
In
seen all
fact-
those reports about like the national parks being overcrowded because people are only going for the pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
60% of people actually said the only reason they go on vacation is to get more likes on their social media. And they choose places based on which will get the best photos.
That's how they choose where they're gonna go.
Yeah. And 50% said they'll only try a new restaurant for the photos.
Ooh, right?
I mean, at least something's pushing us to be adventurous, maybe.
Right, yeah. At least we're getting outside, right?
Yeah, that's true. At least we're getting out in the world and taking pictures, so hopefully we can get other people to like them. Text in at 78592. Where's a place that you've gone just so you can get likes on your social media?
Wow.
Here. That's the only reason I have a job.
Yeah.
Just because you
All right, let's get into
headphones.
Yeah, shock collar question of the day. Young Jeffrey is coming to the studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar today. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Brooke has drawn a name out of the hat because she had the shock collar last. Who'd you get?
Yeah, Jose.
Oh, man.
All right, here's the shock collar, Jose. Think about it. If you take a picture of it right now, you get a ton of likes. So give it a shot.
That's probably
He's
true.
putting
It
a
actually is
shock
true.
collar. While he's doing that, Jeffrey, please read Jose the shock collar question of the day.
When it comes to the most followed food and beverage products on Facebook, number one by far is Coca-Cola, which has over 105 million followers around the world. Some of the other products that made the top 5 include Pepsi, Oreo, and Nutella. But what other food or beverage item makes it up there, coming in at number 2 with over 48 million fans on Facebook?
So, I'm sorry I wasn't listening. Did you say Oreos?
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Okay.
He said Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Oreo,
And Nutella.
And Nutella.
There's one more in the top 5. Came in at number 2. What is it?
Number 2. What about just Starbucks coffee?
It's a specific food or beverage item,
Like
not a
Starbucks coffee is
No, it's not. It's not
specific.
like a restaurant or a place. I'm letting you know that.
So
Okay.
like, it'd be like
Okay.
Fig Newtons.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, Fig Newtons are good.
Avocado.
But I doubt
You do avocado?
I don't think it's Fig Newtons, but they're tasty.
God, you guys are weird.
All right,
What's another like fan following for a product? Like what about sriracha?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Or Tabasco, any hot sauce.
The trendy things that people like.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
sriracha's
like-
definitely cooler than Tabasco.
Like Nutella, obviously, is like way up on the list. What's another food that people are like, oh my God, did you try the da? Or I can't, like Doritos.
Yeah.
Doritos would be one.
Yeah.
Especially
We
with
got junk
Doritos.
food. What about
Locos.
Snickers or like candy?
Biggest following, man.
Read the question one more time, Jeff.
When it comes to the most followed food and beverage products on Facebook, number 1 is Coca-Cola. Some of the other ones in the top 5 are Pepsi, Oreo, and Nutella. But what's the other food item that made the top 5, coming in at number 2 with 48 million fans on Facebook?
I feel like sriracha is a really good answer because people, like hipsters, kind of started liking it at some point, and then they rebranded and they had all these different bottles that looked like I don't know, like a new thing, and it was like, oh, this is sriracha. It's not like some kind
They were so smart because they didn't trademark their name.
They wanted people to use it, so that's why you
it's
can
really
get the sriracha sauce at Burger King or whatever
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm gonna go with sriracha. I think that makes the most sense.
The most followed food and beverage items on Facebook right now are as follows. Number 5 is Nutella with 32 million followers. Number 4 is Pepsi. Number 3 is Oreo. Number 1 is Coca-Cola. And the second most followed food or beverage product on Facebook with 48 million followers is the extremely popular beverage that specializes in viral marketing campaigns talking about Red Bull energy drinks.
It does make so much sense. Dang it.
God about Red Bull. All right, you got it wrong, and somebody wanted to hear Bootylicious by Destiny's Child before you get shocked, so here's the lyrics for that, and whenever you're ready.
Okay. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this, cause my body's too bootylicious for you, baby.
That worked really well with the song.
Yeah. I like it when the shot caller adds to the
Yeah, it
song.
really
Like
did.
if you hit it at the right spot where somebody's supposed to really like hit the high note, it helps so much. Singers should actually do that in their concerts if they're having trouble, you know, like their voice is tired, just wear a shot caller. All right. Your phone tap is coming up in just a few minutes. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm Bradley Johnson with 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Not getting behind the wheel after drinking is the best choice. But if you're pulled over, the next best choice is to call 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
It's another Jubal phone tab.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hi, this is Anthony.
Anthony, this is Paul from over in Human Resources. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. I'm calling you today because I need to speak with you about something rather serious. Do you have a moment?
Sure, of course.
I've gotten quite a few complaints.
Okay.
Complaints about you.
About me?
Yes.
What's this in regard to?
Well, a few of your coworkers have approached us and have said that they feel like your actions in the office are inappropriate.
I'm sorry, what actions are you talking about? What?
Well, they want you to cover up, sir.
What does that mean?
You have no idea?
No, I do not.
Well, as you know, the air conditioning near your office space is broken, so it's been colder than normal.
Yes, it certainly has. People have been complaining about that.
They have been, and they've been complaining about you too as well, specifically your nipples.
Excuse me, did you say my nipples?
Yes.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, take a look down at your shirt right now because I'm sure you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Your coworkers say that they have been poking through your shirt almost every day, and people don't appreciate it, and they say it's a distraction. Are you doing it on purpose?
You're asking me if I'm showing my nipples on purpose? That's crazy.
That's exactly what I'm asking. Are you or aren't you? Because if you are, there's a different conversation we need to have.
No, I'm not showing my nipples on purpose. I'm not showing my nipples at all, and it's completely wrong for you to be talking to me about.
Well, sir, it would be wrong for somebody else to approach you about it, but I'm with Human Resources. We have to ask hard questions. No pun intended.
All right, now you're making a joke. This is completely offensive.
I was trying to lighten the mood.
I don't think this is a mood that needs to be lightened. I think that this is wildly inappropriate for you to be calling me about, whether you're in Human Resources or not.
I think it's wildly inappropriate for you to be walking around the office with your nipples looking like they could cut glass because they're so hard.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're obviously making a little joke out of it. You're trying to have some kind of fun with this kind of issue. It's crazy that you're calling me about this at all. I don't know who contacted you about this.
You sound like you're getting very defensive.
Well, I am.
Are you getting defensive because it's true?
No, I'm not getting defensive because it's true. I'm getting defensive because it's completely irregular and uncalled for.
Well, we just appreciate it if you weren't smuggling raisins in the office every time you sat down.
Okay, you're right there. I think you think that's really funny. I think you think that's hilarious. I guess this is the time when HR gets to cut loose and have a good time with the fun, crazy call. I don't know who called you about this. But this is completely just off the radar.
I will tell you, this is a different kind of complaint than I've ever received before. Yeah. I've never had anybody complain about somebody having very, very hard nipples at work.
Listen to you, just enjoy it. Just enjoy
Are you saying that I'm enjoying your hard nipples?
Yeah, I am. All right. I don't know who you think you are calling me with this crap. You obviously don't belong in HR. I've worked for this company for a long time, and you're done. You are out of HR. You are out of this company. Believe me. There's some people I can talk to, and believe me, you are gone.
That's good.
You are out of here, you son of a
That's good, because I actually don't work for HR. I work for a radio station.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
It's a joke. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning doing a phone tap on you. Your coworker Joel set you up.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? This whole thing is just a big prank?
Yes. Joel set you up because he said he wanted to get you back for a prank you did on him earlier.
Oh, my God. Oh, I am going to kill him.
Told us about how your air conditioning was broken and you're always complaining about it. And he did mention that your nipples have been looking very hard lately.
Yeah, that sounds like something. Oh, my God.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone tabs. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Help me.